What's up, you guys? Hey, everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Happy Saturday. All that good stuff. How you guys doing? Eyes is right here. Watermelon sugar, eyes is right here. Can y'all hear me? I feel like I'm kind of low. Hold on. Can y'all hear me better now? Tracy, little baby, watermelon sugar, coming to the stage, is in the house below. Hey, Diamond Pearl, what's up, boo? L Love, hey. Excuse me. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon to you guys. I just forgot that quick because it was something I was getting ready to say. Oh, before I forget, somebody blessed me last week. Well, it was still this week, but it was earlier this week. They sent me a nice little cash app. I was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. But you guys know that I don't like saying y'all government names. So I didn't say it. I don't want to say it out loud. I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure I know who it is. But do me a favor. First of all, thank you to anybody who sends me anything. So I never want y'all to think I take it for granted. So I thank you. I appreciate it so much. But when you guys send me a cash app, put your YouTube name in the little memo, and that way I can give you the shout out. Because I hate feeling like I'm not. I mean, you know you sent it to me, and I know you sent it to me, but I want people to know that you know that I know, you know? So, yeah, do that for me. But, again, I don't want to say anybody's government name. Like I said, I think I know who it is from the picture, but I don't even want to say that because if it ain't that person, and then the wrong person get credit. So, but thank you guys so much. Again, I looked and I was like, and y'all just don't know. Sometimes that thing be hitting right, okay? And that was definitely a blessing to me earlier this week because, baby, it was a little tight, but we made it through. So I got a quick unboxing. My birthday, some of my Puerto Rico trip for some of my stuff for my Puerto Rico trip is here, and I think my birthday outfit is here. So I want to show you guys what I got. Where Abby at? She might be laying down because she wasn't feeling too well. Hold on, let me text her real quick. See if she coming. Because she was not feeling too well. So she may be laying down, but just in case she just lost track of time, let me let her know. So I'm going to wait to see if Abby comes in. So first I'm going to show y'all the shoes. And y'all know I got funny feet, so I hate ordering shoes online. But I did. This is from Ashley Stewart. So the package is from Ashley Stewart. So these are supposed to be for wide feet. So I'm hoping that they fit. Hey, New Jones. Hey, Zap Allen. Hey, Shakira. How you guys doing? So I hope these fit. So I got these little sandals, these little ditties, because I don't have any white sandals. I got black, I have gold, I have silver. I didn't have white. I'm not real big on white shoes. Outside of when I have to wear them for my meetings, that I have to wear them for my Eastern Star meetings. I really don't do. I got white sneakers, but I mean like shoes, sandals. But I saw these and I was like, we'll try it. So I don't know if these are going to fit my fat feet or not. Y'all know how I am when I be ordering stuff online when it comes to my feet, y'all. But these are the sandals. The little cushion here. They slide on. They got the little thing in the back. Y'all know I have to wear, well, at least I'm supposed to wear. Let me say that. I'm supposed to wear shoes with something on the back. I'm not supposed to wear just flip-flops and stuff, but I still wear them. I wear them all the time. But I'm not supposed to. So let me see. I know y'all can't see, but let me just see real quick if these fit my feet. Because I always get nervous, like I said. But these are supposed to be for wide feet, so I always get, oh, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Uh-oh. They got past the first barrier. Let me see if they're going to get into that second one. I think they'll make it. My pinky toe look like it might be suspect a little bit. But I think so. Put a little lotion on my foot so to slide it a little more. We can slide in. I think it'll fit. You just bought yourself a man's black fedora and you love it. I know that's right. I don't do hats a lot because one, hats give me a headache. So I very, very seldom wear a hat. And two, because I looked at a hat. I was at Polo earlier this week, and they had these real cute hats that would fit something I was buying. They would have matched up something I was buying. And because I was in Polo earlier. I didn't do an unboxing for the Polo, but I bought some stuff from Polo. But usually when I'm on vacation, my hair is in braids. So the hat's not going to fit anywhere. Y'all know how I do. For those who've been following me, y'all know how I do in the summertime with my hair. It be braided. So I'm getting my hair braided at the end of the month. I get my hair braided in about, I think like 3 weeks. Because I went to get my hair done yesterday, baby, and I needed a touch-up and I need a color. And I don't do them at the same time because I want to over-process my hair. So me and my stylist yesterday were trying to decide what I needed more, whether I needed that permanent or I needed that color. And she was like, well, when are you getting your hair braided? She was like, because if you get ready to get your hair braided, you could probably wait on the perm. Because, I'm going to get my hair braided. She was like, you could probably wait on the perm. Baby, she got ready to put her hands through that hair. She said, oh, no, we're going to go ahead and do this touch-up. I said, I thought so. I tried to tell you. It was bad. It was a lot going on. So, as you can see, I didn't get my color. You see, I got a lot of, look at that. Look at all that new growth. But I'm going to get the color taken care of. Anyway, so, Abby, I'm doing my unboxing. I was trying to wait for you to get here, so I see you here now. Okay, so this is a blouse that I got. I know Abby always talking about my T-shirts. So, you have a big head. You had to get a big... walk around the house with my shoes. Yeah, because that's what I'm going to start doing. Y'all know I got those MCM slides. That's what I'm getting ready to start doing. I'm going to start wearing those around the house so I can get them comfortable. Because they fit. But, they real slick at the bottom. And you can't be cute down to the pool sliding. So I'm going to wear those a little bit and get them broken in and all that. So, yeah, I'll probably do that with these two. Patty Duke. Hey, Patty Duke. I saw you come in. Hey, Quintessential. Hey, Boo. Hey, Auntie Didi. Oh, that was Auntie Didi that said that, not Patty Duke. I'm sorry. So I got this blouse. And it's cute. So these are the top. This is the top. And it's like one of those flowy blouses. So it comes down long. And it's flowy. It's high on the sides. And it falls down in the front and in the back. And it's kind of cut high on the side. But it's like a big handkerchief almost looks like. And it's nice and flowy, so I can wear it with some shorts. I can wear it with a skirt or some leggings if it's the evening or something like that. Yeah, that's what a white polo bucket hat. That's what it was. It was the bucket hat. That's the hat that I was looking at. But again, I don't think it'll be big enough to fit over my braids. So I just didn't get it. But I like these colors. I know blue is my favorite color, so I like these colors. That beige, I know I like an earth tone, honey. Y'all know I like my earth tones. So that's that. And I'm going to have to wear my strapless bra with this. Because let me tell you what a big pet peeve of mine. I can't stand when I can see somebody's bra. Oh, I can't stand it. When you're wearing something real pretty and then your bra just be there. But that's just a me thing. I don't want to offend nobody. If you one of them people, I ain't offended. But yeah, so that's that. So that's cute. I'm sure it fits because the other one, I got another one similar to this in the same size, and it fit me fine. So I'm sure this fits. But y'all, here go my birthday outfit. And let me wait till I show y'all my birthday outfit. So we're going out to dinner for my birthday while we're in Puerto Rico. And this is my birthday outfit. I might have to stand up to show y'all this. First of all, let me be clear. It's me stepping out of my comfort zone a lot. A lot. But let me show y'all what it is, honey. It's a jumpsuit, y'all. See that? The pants. Let me hold it up. It might be too long. I'm going to have to try on just for the length to make sure it's not too long. But it's a jumpsuit. It's got my little sleeves out. Got a little cut in the front. Abby be talking about my little cut in the front. Now it ties. It's got a little tie right here so I can tie it in the front, Or is this in the back? Maybe that's the back. Shit, I don't know. I figured out when I put it on. No, that's the back. Oh, no, this is the front. I'm bad. Is this the front? This ain't what it looked like on the picture. Because the zipper's right there, so this must be the back. I thought the picture had like a little cut in the front. Like it had like a little... Oh, no, is that it? No. I'm going to have to look at the picture again. I feel like that's not what the picture looks like. What you think? You saw the picture, Abby. Is that what the picture looked like, or did I just imagine that? Did I just imagine it had like a little peekaboo here in the front? Because I could have sworn it had like a little peekaboo here in the front. Anyway, but this zipper's in the back. I know the zipper goes in the back. The zipper don't go in the front. Well, I guess the zipper could go in the front. No, the zipper don't go in the front. Anyway, I'm going to try it on. But anyway, it's a jumpsuit. But like I said, I have to try it on more for the length. Because y'all know, go look, please, Abby, and let me know. Because you know they might have sent me the wrong. Y'all know how they like to be like, oh, this close enough to it. But I'm going to try it on and see how it fits for the length. Because y'all know I'm short, but I'm fat. And a lot of times, the longer something is, the wider something is, the longer they make it. I have a really hard time sometimes finding pants. Usually, stores like Ashley Stewart and Leigh Bryant aren't as bad as just like regular stores that have like plus sizes, but they still be tripping sometimes. So I have to see, because if it's too long, I might have to put it in the cleaners this week so I can get it hemmed and make sure it's, I can get it hemmed and it be ready before we leave. So that's my birthday outfit, hunty. I love the colors. Yeah, somebody said very tropical. Yes, I love those colors, honey. Yes, honey. And y'all know Abby gonna do my makeup, so you know my eye palette is gonna be something in these colors. Y'all know Abby's gonna handle the face, honey. She's gonna beat the face. And no peekaboo in the front. Okay, so that was my imagination. Okay. And I just ordered some lipstick from KVD. When it get here, I'm going to show it to y'all. I guess it'll be here in a couple of days because I thought I had ordered it on Wednesday, but I really didn't order it till yesterday. That's a whole nother conversation. But when it gets here, it's a greenish color, and it will match this. And I'm going to wear that green lipstick with this outfit, baby. Yes! It goes up to my neck. Okay. I thought I was showing a little peekaboo, but either way, I'm going to see how it look on me because I'm still like it. So, now. That's the unboxing. Everything looks like it fits. Like I said, I got to check the jumpsuit. And if it fits everywhere else, but it's just too long, then I will take it to get it hemmed. I'll take it to the cleaners and get it hemmed. It goes up to my neck. See, Abby don't like it. Y'all, I could hear it in her voice when she said it goes up to your neck. I heard it. Did y'all hear it? I know y'all heard it. Y'all heard it, didn't y'all? Y'all heard it, didn't y'all? Y'all heard y'all heard it when she was like, it goes up to your neck. Y'all heard the attitude of her voice when she said it. A green smoky eye. Ooh, that's going to be cute. Yes, yes. Well, hello, Jonathan. Hey, boo. A belt. I have to see. It would be cute. A good, I have to play around with that because I'm not a big belt person. Listen, this live will take a hard left if I start getting into all of that. Anyway, we getting ready for the birthday. Okay. So let's get into some of this stuff. So we got a few little odds and ends going on. So first of all, let me talk about, and I know y'all talked about this a little bit earlier on Silly Saturday, but let's talk about this Lori Lightfoot situation, okay? If y'all are not familiar with Lori Lightfoot is the you could do a green smoky eye with the cat eyeliner and the yellow on the inner corner. Ooh, that is intriguing. Ooh. Okay. So Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago, it's the 2-year anniversary of her inauguration or something to that effect, okay? I want to make sure I'm getting this right, okay? Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot sued for only doing interviews with non-white reporters. Now, That headline is a little misleading because when I first saw the headline, well, we know you know Quintessential. When I first saw the headline, I was like, you can't do that. You can't just, I mean, even though we know it happened to Black reporters for many, many years, I was like, you can't just. But then you have to read. So I'm going to read a little bit of this to you guys. According to reports, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is being sued over her new interview policy that she announced last week. On May 19th, Lori Lightfoot announced that to celebrate her 2-year inauguration, she would exclusively grant one-on-one interviews with reporters who are people of color. She claimed that this policy would be only on the occasion of her 2-year anniversary as mayor. So the way I read that, meaning only on that one day. So on that one day, she is going to grant one-on-one interviews with only people of color for that one day. Now, if I'm misunderstanding, Quintessential, you live there, so you've probably heard more about this locally. If I misunderstood that, let me know. But that's how I interpreted it when I read it in my brain. In response, right-wing journalist Thomas somebody has filed a lawsuit claiming that her policy is discriminatory. Additionally, he claims that his equal protection rights are being violated as well as his First Amendment rights. Damn, we can't get one day. Y'all had 200 years. We can't get one day. Oh, Jesus. Blessings. Thank you so mwah. Thank you so much. Somebody just treated me to lunch. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Listen, I didn't even realize I had my phone on, so I wasn't ready for it. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you so much. Let me see. I'm trying to get to. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. I appreciate the blessing. I said, so I'm reading this and I'm like, so she's still doing her regular press conferences that are, you know, what most, you know, the governors, the mayors, that's what they do. The press conferences, she's still doing that with everybody. But for one day, on the anniversary of her inauguration, which I believe she's the first Black mayor of Chicago, Black female mayor of Chicago. She said, I just want to talk to people of color. I want to commemorate my accomplishment as a woman of color with other people of color for 24 damn hours. And she can't even get that. Y'all. I mean, damn. Do y'all know how long not just women, but Black women have been excluded from journalism? Hell, Eleanor Roosevelt, when she was president, she was never president, my bad. When she was first lady, she would have press conferences, and they would be all female press conferences, all women. Only women were allowed at her press conferences. And that was for the duration of the damn 12 years that she was in the White House. God darn. We can't have 24. Yeah, I knew wasn't the first Black mayor. I knew it wasn't the first Black mayor. But thank you. Harold Washington was the first Black mayor of Chicago. I mean, damn, y'all, I was just like, this is... Well, yeah, Eleanor Roosevelt was acting like the president, and in a lot of cases, she did perform like the president, but she wasn't the president. But I'm just sitting here like, damn, y'all. Now, I know that Lori Lightfoot has done some things that people ain't been crazy about. You know, I know she hasn't always, you know, she's made a few faux pas, but she's, you know, new in the position, and life happens, and everybody ain't perfect, and, you know, people make a mistake. So it is what it is. But I'm like, this. Damn. Anyway, 24 hours. Can't even have it. 24 hours. Can't have it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm with you, Lori. I'm with you. I'm with you on this one, Lori. I got your back. All right, so I put him. Okay, let me get a couple of these little, these little odds and ends out the way, and then we're gonna get to my main headline was athletes versus mental health. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But let me get into a few of these odds and ends. So first of all, and a little bit of Black girl magic, I want to give a shout out to Zendaya. Am I saying her name correctly? Zendaya. I know Eddie gonna correct me if it's wrong. Zendaya. Now they're arguing that her renaming streets like Lakeshore Drive. Oh, arguing about her renaming streets like Lakeshore Drive. Oh, Lord, what's she trying to change it to? Ida B. Wells Boulevard. What's she trying to change it to? Oh, yeah, people go now. That's gonna be a big pushback of her changing major streets. I mean, if you don't even have to be from Chicago and you know Lakeshore Drive, now that's gonna be a big Now that's definitely gonna be a big pushback. I ain't saying I agree or disagree. I'm just saying that's gonna be a pushback. Okay. Let me get to the picture because I was gonna talk about this the other day and I forgot. So hold on, let me scroll all the way back to Zendaya, child. Okay. So we're gonna give a little Black girl magic to Zendaya. Zendaya did a movie during COVID with I hate to call him Denzel Washington's son because I know that's not his name, but off the top of my head, it's not coming to me. But they did a love story, it was shot during COVID. It was like sort of like an independent picture. So it was called Malcolm and Marie. And what Zendaya did was she took 1% of the equity that she had in the film. And she gave each crew member, I'm sorry, let me say this correctly. She gave the entire film crew at least 1% equity in her film, Malcolm and Marie. So they would earn a bonus after the film sold. The movie was sold to Netflix for an estimated $30 million, which means that each crew member made at least $300,000 from the deal from their equity. Now, we've talked about this a little bit before when we talked about people who have gotten hip to taking off part of their salary in lieu of points on the back end for a lot of these films. I told you guys that Jada Pinkett Smith did that with The Matrix, even though she had a very small role in The Matrix Part 2 and The Matrix Part 3, because she was Jada Pinkett Smith. And when I say a small role, I just mean she wasn't like the star. Like if you saw the movies, you would be like, oh, okay. But she signed away a major part of her salary for points on the back end and for stakes in like the video games and stuff like that. And so the video game for The Matrix that not only has her likeness but has her voice, she is making money off of the profit from the Matrix films, because of course by the time she signed on to do The Matrix Part 2, they knew The Matrix was a blockbuster, so she wasn't really losing anything. One of the first people that I know of that did that, I'm not saying he was the first person to do it, y'all. Keanu did it as well. One of the first people that I heard of that did it was what's my man? Jack Nicholson did it with the first Batman. If you guys are y'all in my age group or older, y'all remember the very first Batman movie that they made, late 80s? Maybe late 80s, early 90s. They made that with Michael Keaton, and Jack Nicholson played the Joker. He signed off on points. And so I don't know if that deal has expired, because a lot of times those deals do have expiration dates. I don't know if the deal has expired, but I do know that well after that movie was, they had remade the movie, Val Kilmer was Batman and all these other people was Batman. But that particular Joker, probably up until they redid the Joker with Heath Ledger, that Joker, the likeness of that Joker, the cartoon character, when they made a cartoon out of it, every single one for that particular Joker, Jack Nicholson made money off of it because he signed away part of his salary in lieu of that deal. So Zendaya did that not just for herself, because I know she did it for herself too, child, but not just for herself, but she also did it for the crew. You have got to respect the hell out of that. Remember, this was filmed during COVID, so a lot of these people were not working. They probably didn't it was an independent film, so they probably didn't make a lot of money. I mean, the movie, it was an independent film, so they probably weren't making a lot of money to begin with, but it was COVID as well, so they weren't doing a lot of work. Prince did the whole soundtrack for the first Batman movie. I had that somewhere. I'm sure I don't have it anymore because it was on a cassette tape, child. But I remember I had that Batman soundtrack. But yeah, so, and Zendaya is only 23 years old. So you've got to respect that. You've got to respect that she's the kind of person that not only takes care of her people, but thinks like a businesswoman. That's a business move. That's a business move. So I got to give some black girl magic for that. I'm gonna give a little white girl magic. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, in her will, not only did she, she obviously did the normal things that people do, with their estate, but she left $40,000 to her maid. So we're gonna give a little black girl, a little white girl magic for Ruth Bader Ginsburg for leaving a good little piece of change to her housekeeper. I don't want to call the woman the maid. She was the housekeeper. Okay, so good for her. Good for her. Okay. Not to mention the film was horrible. I didn't get it. What film? Oh, Malcolm and Marie. I haven't even looked at it. So it was bad. You didn't like it? Is somebody mad about child? They be mad about everything. I swear. You just can't listen. If we listen, you can't even make people happy. I don't even be trying. You just can't do it because it's nothing you could do. You just can't do it. All right. I don't know if we care or not, news. Lyrica Anderson and her husband A1 Bentley will allegedly appear on this upcoming season of Marriage Boot Camp. Now, again, if you watch Love and Marriage, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, you know who these two are. Lyrica is a singer. A1 is a producer. They're married, but the last season they were separated. They had a baby. They was going through a rough patch. By the end of the season, they were separated. They went on to that The Conversation thing that they had over on the Zeus Network with Ray J. I didn't watch it, so I don't know what came out of the conversation, but it looks like divorce hasn't come out of the conversation because it sounds like they still trying to figure it out and trying to work through it. So they will be on the upcoming season of Marriage Boot Camp, honey. So that lets you know two things. One, there's going to be an upcoming season of Marriage Boot Camp. And two, it looks like it's going to be another reality star edition. So we'll keep our eye out on other couples that's going to be on there, child. What other couples y'all think gonna be on there? Who what recycled couples is gonna be on the Marriage Boot Camp, child? Because at this point I just feel like we keep getting the same people over and over again on different shows talking about the same problems. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway. All right. I think that was is that all of the odds and ends I had to talk about before we get into what I want to get into next? I don't know if that's all of the odds and ends, but let's go ahead and get into, let's get into this last odd and end. You know what, Cameron? I am so with you. I said that before. Remember, hey, everybody that's coming into the chat. If I didn't speak to you, hello, everyone. Hey, Mia, Tracy, Lauren, China, Dominique. If there's anybody that came in, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. You make $100K for 2 weeks worth of filming that show. Get your money. Listen, I ain't mad at them for listen. I don't be mad at the people. Okay? I'm just saying. Is Tierra Marie gonna be on there? Hell, she gotta find a man first, but hell, the rest of them be buying men. I guess Fizz bought a girlfriend. Phaedra bought a boyfriend. I guess she can buy some. Well, no, they said she broke. So I don't think she can buy nobody. Hey, Alikala. because they say she ain't got no money, and 50 Cent is trying to put a lien on whatever money she do make. So I don't know. Well, let's talk about this, and then we're gonna get into these athletes and mental health. Okay, a concert promoter is charging $18 for tickets if you are vaccinated, and $1,000 for tickets if you are not. Now, let me say this. I'm here for, I understand it being a tier. I get it. I understand what people are doing. They're trying to encourage people to be vaccinated. And if you're not vaccinated, they're trying to discourage you from coming to their event. I get it. But the discrepancy from $18 to $1,000, bright loving my piece, maybe $100. But and it doesn't say what concert. So I don't know. I mean, are we talking about Ursha? Are we talking about your cousin that decided to, start singing? Are we talking about the runner-up to the runner-up to the runner-up from season 10 of American Idol? Like, what concert are we talking about that the tickets are $18 to begin with? I mean, what concert are we talking about? I mean, but again, I ain't mad at a concert promoter for saying, listen, what I'm not trying to do is have, a whole super spreader event. Okay. Now, that would be interesting if it was somebody like a superstar like that. Listen, I don't know, because I had wanted to see Bruno Mars, and when I saw them tickets was $300, I said, that's okay, we good. I'm going to leave the door open on that one. And y'all know I ain't. I know people was paying that for Beyonce, but y'all know I ain't. Now, I was supposed to go see Janet last summer. Remember, for my birthday, she was going to be here in D.C., and I had bought tickets before the COVID canceled it. I think we paid $160, $170 for those tickets, and we had decent seats. I think. I'm trying to remember. I know they were less than 200, but they were over 100. They were between 150 and 200. I know they weren't over 200 because I wasn't doing that. But we had really good seats. I mean, we weren't front row, but we weren't nosebleed either. We had decent seats from where we were sitting. Like, I don't have no problem. Like, again, I will pay for Janet. I have paid for Janet multiple times, and I don't have no problem giving Janet my money. And if you're a fan of somebody, I'm okay with you giving that person your money too, But $1,000 damn dollars? Stop it. Well, that's what I know that's what they're doing, below. They're trying to discourage people who are not vaccinated from coming. Like, I get it. They don't want to, like I said, they don't want to be responsible for a super spreader event. So they're trying to discourage people who are not vaccinated from buying a ticket. I get it. But it's just, but the price discrepancy is just, woo. I've paid for Janet also, but I have not paid to see Beyonce. Yeah. And again, for people who are fans of Beyonce, she's worth it to them. I mean, I have plenty of friends who have paid, for Beyonce. So I pay $180 for Beyonce door. I paid. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not judging nobody for paying, because like I said, I have paid. Hell, I paid $100 for the Bad Boy reunion tour. I'll pay for it if it's something I want to see. And I'm actually glad I did, because DMX actually showed up. Now, DMX, last I checked, he wasn't on Bad Boy, but all I know was we were sitting there, and all of a sudden we heard barking, and DMX ass came out on the stage, and that was the last time. I've seen DMX in concert before, but that was the last time I saw him, so I was appreciative to have that moment, although I didn't know he had nothing to do with Bad Boy, but I was here for the moment, okay? I was here for them because he came out, and somebody else came out there that didn't have nothing to do with Bad Boy, but I was here for the moment. I was glad they was there. Was it Busta Rhymes? It was somebody else. They were a surprise guest, obviously. But DMX came through, and somebody else came through that I wasn't expecting, because I was like, they ain't had nothing to do with Bad Boy. I ain't remember. Hey, Cams, what's up? $180 for Usher in Vegas. I wish it was 18. Child. You paid $250 to see Dave Chappelle when he came to New York City. Now, I don't know if I would pay $250 to see Dave Chappelle, but I understand people who would pay $250 to see Dave Chappelle. I remember seeing Dave Chappelle for free, so. Dave Chappelle used to be the opening act for other people here in DC. And you could catch Dave Chappelle at like amateur night at the Improv and shit like that. Now I know everybody didn't have that, but you know. But I will say this, if I wasn't already going to Puerto Rico, I would have considered going to Vegas for my birthday because Dave Chappelle is doing a show on I want to say it's on my actual birthday. I think it's actually on July 2nd. He's doing like a Dave Chappelle and Friends show in Vegas. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, if I wasn't already going to Puerto Rico, I think I might do it. Even though I said I would never go back to Vegas for my birthday because I went to Vegas for my birthday one year and bitch, I got off the plane and it was like 108. And I was like, what? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? So I said I would never go back. Was I at Bennett when Entice was there? Yeah, that's my girl. Like, I know Alma. Like, yeah, that's my girl. We ain't best friends or nothing, but yeah, I was definitely there when Alma was there. Well, excuse me. Yeah, I was there. She was 1 year older than me, 1 grade ahead of me. I mean, not grade, but yeah. Yeah, she was 1 year ahead of me. Yeah. My best friend's sister spent $1,800 on Lady Gaga. I seen Kevin Hart free twice. Child, yeah, I saw that. I said, whoo, yeah, that Vegas heat, baby. No, ma'am. I said, I would never do that. I said, I will never. Now, I like Vegas, but I said, I will never go back to Vegas for my birthday. I mean, it would have to be a whole lot. So when I saw them tickets, I was like, Because it wasn't even so much the Dave Chappelle part, it was the Dave Chappelle and Friends. Because remember when Dave Chappelle used to do his block parties and he would have all these different artists. Remember he even did a movie about it. And he had it was like basically a long ass concert. And it was people like Erykah Badu and the Roots and all of that. Like I would be here for that. I would really be here for that moment. Okay, I got to send you something. It's a group on Facebook, Aggie's 90 group. It's off the chain with memory. Oh wow, yeah, definitely, yeah. Because I'm in a lot of I'm not in that group though, but I'm in some groups over there. Y'all better pay $14.95 and get Netflix. I refuse to get jacked up prices for concerts or comedy shows. Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. Vegas is an after Labor Day. You better believe that. I'm gonna tell you the best weather I've had in Vegas. I went to Vegas one time. I went to Vegas the week between Christmas and New Year's. That was a good time to go, and it was cheap because you got to go after Christmas and before New Year's because the hotel prices drop, but then they start going back up like the day before New Year's Eve. So if you go we flew out on December 26th, and the hotel was cheap as hell, and then we left the day before New Year's. So that last night, our hotel price went up like $20, but then it went from whatever that price was to like $150 the next night because it was the night before New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Eve is just ridiculous. You don't even want to think about it. So yeah, and then another time I went for a friend's birthday, and we went in February, and the weather was really nice. That was even better. The weather was really nice in February, at least when we went. You hope to go back in December to see Ursha. What's up, Miss P? Gone in November, and it was really, the hotels were not that expensive. Yeah, if you hit Vegas during the off season, you can get some great deals. Right on the strip, you can get some great deals. You just can't go when everybody else is there. Like I said, I went my birthday, which of course is 4th of July weekend. So it was 1 million people there and it was hot as fuck. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. I didn't think this through. I didn't think going to the desert in July I didn't think it through. We literally pretty much stayed indoors during the day. I didn't come out until the night. And if we did go somewhere during the day, like we literally just got in the cab, went to where we were going and stayed. Like we did not go outside. It was so freaking hot. Oh my gosh. But now the prices are up. Ubers, Lyfts are using surge pricing. Rental cars are scarce or very expensive. Yeah, because when I went to reserve, I read an article about. I've been reading about that there's a shortage with these. It's a whole thing with rental cars because I'm going, for Puerto Rico. I'm renting a car, and I know what I paid the last time I went to Puerto Rico for the week for a rental car, and we're paying damn near double what I paid before. When I saw those prices, I was like, oh shit. And I'm paying damn near double what I paid the last time for a car for the week in Puerto Rico. Like I was even sitting here trying to think, well, maybe we don't need it every day. But I was like, by the time we play that game of running back and forth and figuring out what days we need the car and what days we don't need the car, I was like, I don't have the energy for that either. Yeah, that's exactly it, Cams. A lot of the rental car companies, they sold their fleets during the pandemic, and so now the cars are scarce. Also, I'm sorry, hold on. Let me turn my ring off, child. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. So yeah, I read about that. And then also getting the maintenance of the cars for like parts and stuff like that has been delayed as well. So yeah, that's what's going on with it. So I knew that, but like I said, when I saw those prices on the car rental, I was like, what? But it is what it is, child. It is what it is. All right, let's get into this mental health with athletes. Okay. I know that sometimes we tend to not have any sympathy for professional athletes because we look at what they're making and we're like, they make millions of dollars to bounce a basketball. They make millions of dollars to throw a football. They make millions of dollars to play tennis. And so we tend to not have a lot of sympathy for them. But I've seen a couple of things the last week or so that's really made me be like, but you know what, though? We all have to learn how to protect our mental health. It's started, I'm not gonna say it started listening to Kwame Brown, but it sort of started with that because I don't agree with everything Kwame Brown's saying, but if you listen to some of the stuff he's saying, your sister just came back from Puerto Rico and she told you the thing about the prices. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I had turned my ringer off. I guess I didn't. Yeah, it is all around. Yeah, that's across the board. That's not just Puerto Rico. That's across the board. Car rentals it's across the board. And it's all companies. It's not, because a lot of companies did that. They sold off a lot of their fleets. And I'm sure they sold it in places where they probably had the most inventory, which of course is now places where they probably needed the most. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep checking. I'm like, maybe it'll get better. But probably not in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, which is when we'll be going to Puerto Rico. So probably not. Well, we got about a month and 2 weeks or something like that. So it's probably not going to change significantly between now and then. But hopefully within the next 6 months to a year, it'll be back to normal. But yeah, so I'm looking at some things. So Kwame Brown was talking about part of the criticism that he got as a player there were times when he wasn't healthy. And he said when he played, the mindset was take this shot and play. Take this pill and play. And, he said that he looks at athletes of today, and a lot of them are taking control of their physical health more so than what he did or what was the norm when he played. And you look at players like Tom Brady, who brings in his own trainer. You look at other players who are like, listen, I'm not going to play because I need surgery. A lot of times athletes will wait to the end of the season. They will play on a bum leg or a bum knee, and then they wait till the off season to have surgery. But you're starting to see more and more of these players like saying, no, I need surgery now, and I don't care if it's the middle of the season. I'm going to get this surgery, and if we make it to the playoffs, oh well, we make it to the playoffs, and if we don't make it to the playoffs, oh well, I see y'all next year. And I know that some of that has a lot to do with, I'm sure they put things in their contracts. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with how the money is distributed. And again, we're not talking about every athlete because the majority of the athletes don't have that luxury. But we're talking about the stars. We're talking about the people who sort of have the leverage to do it. And, that's one of the things that Kwame Brown was saying. He was like, listen, you can look at the tape. One of the criticisms he couldn't dunk. He was like, you idiot. I would have never gotten drafted if I couldn't dunk a ball. But yes, there were times in my career where I could not lift my arm over my shoulder to dunk a ball because I was injured and I needed surgery, but I was still playing. And so I think about that. And then there was an incident that happened about 2 or 3 days ago. And again, it's happened before. I'm not saying this is the first time it's happened, but Russell Westbrook, a fan, threw popcorn on his head as he was walking to the locker room. Now, again, that may not sound like, it was popcorn, it wasn't a big deal. But again, it's like, listen, you don't have to like me. You don't have to like me as a player. You don't have to like the fact that my team beat your team. Like, all of that is great. But I think we're getting to a point where certain things are no longer going to be acceptable because that fan has now been banned for life. And he was a season ticket holder and his tickets have been revoked. And I don't feel like 10 years ago that would have happened. Hell, I don't even know 5 years ago that would have happened. Remember the whole battle the brawl down to the palace with the Detroit Pistons? It started because a fan threw a drink on one of the players and they went into the stands. And well, I ain't gonna say it started, but I would say that was like the final straw kind of thing. And remember the mindset back then, a lot of the criticism went to the players. Oh my goodness, they were Neanderthals. Oh my goodness, how could they do that? Why would they run into the stands? Oh, they're just hoodlums. Because y'all know that's one of those code words. They're hoodlums. Y'all know what they was really saying. And remember that when that happened, the players got all of the heat and the fans sort of got a walk. And even people who were like, well, yeah, they threw a drink on them, but yeah, they threw a drink, but. And I'm thinking to myself, is there anybody else on their job would let somebody throw a drink on them and not have a response? Now, that doesn't mean that, you respond with whooping somebody's ass. I'm not saying that that's the case. That doesn't even mean that an appropriate response is physical. But I don't think there's any work environment where someone would be allowed to throw a drink on you and there would be no reprimand for the person who threw the drink. Right? And so I've been thinking about these things, and then I saw, racial slurs. We ain't even gonna get into the racial slurs. Oh my gosh. You can't disrespect people and assume you can control their response. Exactly, Cams. Now, I saw this. Let me read this to y'all. And again, a lot of times it comes from the kids. It comes from the mouths of babes that make you reevaluate stuff and be like, huh. So this is coming from Hold on, I want to make sure I'm reading the right one. Nope, that's the mayor. That's the mayor Lightfoot. Hold on, let me get to. Y'all know I'll be taking these screenshots and then so I'll have it, but I haven't been live, so I have to go back. Okay, I have to scroll back. Now, Naomi Osaka. Y'all know Naomi Osaka is the tennis champion who, you know, has become Serena Williams' Achilles heel with her trying to get this championship she's trying to win. But she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. She's a great tennis player. She's young, and she made an announcement that she is going to skip the news conferences after the French Open or during the French Open, citing, excuse me, y'all, the importance of her mental health. Now, I'm going to read y'all her statement because I think it's important. It's a little long, but I think it's important so y'all understand what she's talking about and why she's doing this. And y'all know I can't see. Hope you're doing well. Well, I'm writing this to say I'm not going to do any press during Roland Garros, the French Open. I know I said that wrong. Y'all know I said that wrong. Because anyway. I've often felt that people have no regard for athletes' mental health, and this rings very true, however. This rings very true whenever I see a press conference or partake in one. We're often sat there and asked questions that we've been asked multiple times before, or ask questions that bring doubt into our minds, and I'm just not going to subject myself to people that doubt me. I've watched many clips of athletes breaking down after loss in the press room, and I know you have as well. I believe that whole situation is kicking a person while they're down, and I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Me not doing press is nothing personal to the tournament, and a couple of journalists have interviewed me since I was so young. I have a friendly relationship with most of them. However, if the organizations that think they can just keep saying, do press or you're going to get fined, and continue to ignore the mental health of the athletes that are their centerpiece of their cooperation, I just got to laugh. Anyways, I hope the considerable amount that I get fined for this will go towards a mental health charity. So it's not that she's being allowed to do it, because let's be clear, they have to do press or they get fined. That's the same in the NFL. That's the same in the NBA. They have to make themselves available to the press or they get fined. Now, we know the famous line that my boy with the Skittles, I can't think of his name now, Marshawn Lynch, we know his famous line was what? I'm just here so I won't get fined. It's a joke. It became a joke, but it was real. He literally was like, I literally am here so that I don't get fined. Now, the rules don't say that I have to really answer all of these questions. So when you ask me a question that I don't want to answer, what my response is going to be is, I'm just here so I won't get fined. And understand, too, that when it comes to the NFL or the NBA, understand that the people who are getting beat up the most are going to be the stars of the team. Heavy the head that wears the crown. Don't nobody want to talk to the man that rode the bench for the whole game. He had to go take a shower and go home. But the LeBrons of the world, the Tom Brady's of the world, and everybody else of the world, night after night after night after night, they have to sit there and answer the same damn questions over and over. And y'all know the press can ask dumb questions, and they can ask obvious questions, and they can ask disrespectful questions. Y'all know what the press does. And she's saying, listen, me sitting here listening to you ask me questions that A, you already know the answers to. B, you're going to ask me questions about what I did wrong, what mistakes I made, how that made me feel, especially when I lose and I'm already beating myself up. You know what? It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Now, as a consumer, I've never been one that cares about the press conferences. Like, I really don't. I'm not one of those people that watches them. I don't hang on every word from them. I'm not that person. But there are people who are that person. So I get it that there are people who are waiting to hear what happened. There's no such thing as a dumb question. That's a damn lie. As a teacher, I'm telling you, there is such thing as a dumb question. Y'all better stop telling y'all kids that lie, because they are. They just are. I hate to be the one to tell y'all that, but There are. Especially if you're an athlete, let's just use the Olympics as an example. You have trained your whole life for this one moment in time. And little baby, I don't know if you were being facetious or not, but I'm going to still get this example. Whitney Houston said, just give me one moment in time, okay? You have trained your whole life for this one moment in time. You have trained to get here. This is all you have done your whole life. And let's take track and field, for example. Now, they have changed the rule, but I know at one point in time, if you got one foot fault, you would disqualify. Your Olympics is over. Now, I think now, what's up, El Teddy? I think now, how many cups of coffee have you had? Poor El Teddy had to go to work after he decided to be grown last night. Let me see how many cups of coffee he done had, honey. I ask questions when I don't have the answer. That's it. That's all. Right. And again, there's, anyway, you foot fault. You have been disqualified. Your Olympics lasted all of 5 minutes. You flew halfway around the world. You checked into Olympic Village. You went to the opening ceremony. You marched with your country. You waved your flags. You met people. You exchanged phone numbers. You took pictures with the fans. You did all of these things. And your actual Olympic Games lasted 5 minutes. You go into the press conference and the first question somebody asks you is, well, how did you feel about that foul? That's a dumbass question. How the fuck you think he feel or she? They literally just got eliminated from the Olympics before they had a chance to participate in the Olympics. That's a dumbass question. I'm sorry. There's no way to spin that. There's just no way to spin that. Hey, Zara. It's a part of your job. Show up, don't answer all the questions, and end it early. If it's a part of your job. Well, again, I can see what people are saying. Listen, it's a part of your job. Do what you got to do. I get it. But I can respect her for saying, I know that doing this, and for some people, it may not bother them. There are some people who that shit rolls off their back. They do what they got to do when they go home. There's some people who don't care, and that's fine. But I can respect her for saying, this doesn't work for me. And I know how it affects my mental health. I know how it affects me when I go home at night. And I know I'm going to get fined. That's fine. They can take the money. They can do what they got to do with the money. I didn't even know they had watermelon flavor Red Bulls. Wow. I did not know. No, Auntie Didi, I can't speak for tennis, but I know in the NBA and in the NFL, it is a part of their contract. Like, they have to. That's not a clause. I don't think that's a negotiating clause. I think that's something that the union has already negotiated, and that was the negotiation. Now, I don't know that to be a fact, and I'm certainly not a sports agent, but I'm pretty certain if that's something that they can negotiate out of their contract, they would have already done it. At least some people would have. Yeah, I don't think that that's something they can put in their contract. How was that one Olympic swimmer who got in trouble in Brazil and caused the whole men's Olympic team swim to get disqualified? Ooh, who did that? I remember an American Olympic swimmer who got in trouble, but I don't remember the team getting disqualified because of it. I just remember I'm a new viewer of yours and have been enjoying you and your content. How should I, as a reviewer, refer to you? Oh, hey, Zaya. You can just call me Really B. That's what everybody calls me, Really B, girl. You just call, or guy. You can just call me Really B. For tennis, it depends on the tournament. Okay. Hey, Xavier. Hey, babes. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Lochte, whatever his name is. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't remember the whole team getting disqualified because of him. I respect what Naomi feels. You want your athletes to be in the right headspace to answer the questions in the first place. Call her. I should time your ass out. Anyway, I don't even know if I can time you out. You a mod. Can I time out a mod? I don't even know if that's something I can do. Anyway, I'm not doing this with him. But yeah, like I said, I'm not saying that I'm necessarily agreeing or disagreeing, but what I am saying is that I respect that she is saying at a young age, listen, this is just something that I don't want to deal with. Now, what I think she's gonna, I don't want to say have to do, because I think that's a stretch for me to say she has to do, but I think what she's gonna have to figure out is a happy medium. I don't think that she's going to be able to move forward for the duration of her career and not doing press when she doesn't feel like doing press. That's my opinion. I don't think so. I think she's going to have to try to figure out a way. But for now, if this is what she needs to do, hey, I respect the fact that she's setting the standard and saying that, you know. But the team did get in trouble, though. He got kicked off the team, and they snatched previous Olympic titles, and he's banned from any future Olympic. I think we're talking about two different people, because that's not true, because he's training for the Olympics now. So we must be talking about somebody different, Cameron. I don't know who you're talking about, because that's, you mean on the U.S. Olympic swimming team in Brazil? He didn't even get sent home, did he? Did he get sent home? Because remember, at first he lied. Remember when he first got in trouble, he lied. And then he got the backlash because they realized that he was lying. I don't know. I think we might be talking about two different people. Well, all I know is I know Ryan, what's his name? Lochte. He's training for the Olympics now. So he ain't banned from the Olympics because he's literally training for the Olympics. Yeah, nothing. We must be. Okay, El Teddy said, so he did get hit. Right. So he got his medal stripped, but the U.S. Olympic team didn't get anything stripped from them, right? It was just, it affected him. Right? Because I know they pulled him from the relay. I know he didn't swim. I know they pulled him from the relay. After that whole thing went down, I know he didn't swim in the relay. But I guess whatever medals he had won prior to that, they took from him. And I know that there was a temporary ban where he could not compete, but it wasn't long term, because he is literally training for Tokyo right now. Now, I don't know if he's going to make the team, but he is eligible to try out. That I know for a fact. Yeah, he was on Celebrity. Yeah, when he was on Celebrity Big Brother, he was literally training for the Olympics on Celebrity Big Brother. And I saw him in an interview on 60 Minutes. I think that there was a time period where he was banned from competing, but I don't think it was for life. They was threatening to send the whole team back home, and they all snitched on him. Okay. Well, I misunderstood what you said, Cameron. I thought you said that they did punish the whole team, and I didn't remember that happening. I did remember him being punished, but I didn't remember the whole team being punished. But that was, what, 8 years ago, 12 years ago, child, remember. So, was it 8 years ago? Have we had another Summer Olympics since Brazil? I think Tokyo, so that was 4 years ago. Well, really 5 years ago, because it was supposed to be last summer, and now it's this summer. I'm not a sports girl, and I can respect it all. At the same time, I don't feel like workplace toxicity is exclusive to athletes. We all have to search for the median of communication and career. I agree, China. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. No, it's not Michael Phelps. No, Michael Phelps gets in trouble here in America. He don't get in trouble. He don't get in trouble during the Olympics. He get in trouble during the off years of the Olympics. Yeah, Ryan Lochte. He was the one that destroyed that tore up the damn gas station and then lied about it. Rio was in 2016. Right. Tokyo was supposed to be last summer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, I remember. Now, I know he's been working on, getting his reputation back and all that good stuff. Because he had the best reputation even before that happened. But, of course, they made excuses for him and all. Child, don't give me, listen, I don't want to go down that road. I don't even want to start moving down that road. Yeah, he tore up the daggone gas station and then lied on the people. All right. Well, I just thought it was an interesting topic because I saw a couple of things that made me go, Now let's talk about this Queen Naja, Chris Salas situation. Isn't that his name, Salas? Queen Naja, Chris Salas, I think it is. Salas. Sugar Spike. Oh, Lord. I'll tell you about to go over there and get him people. He over there on the sugar. He is on the sugar. So this what had happened. Queen Naja, who's a singer, she had a baby with Chris. Is his name Chris Salas? Chris Salas. He's a producer, I believe, something to that effect. Now, Queen Naja posted a picture of her son graduating from kindergarten. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Kindergarten. He's 5. Kindergarten. Sales. Okay, Chris Sales. Thank you. He proceeds to post. He reposted on the Instagram and says, "Proud of my baby, even though daddy wasn't told you was graduating." Thank you. Now, let me say this. I read that and I kept scrolling. You know why I kept scrolling? Because in my mind, what I immediately thought was, how you ain't know? I mean, if y'all are doing a good job of co-parenting, how you ain't know your child was, first of all, your child is in the 5th grade, right? I mean, it's in kindergarten, right? It's the end of the school year, right? Your child is being promoted to 1st grade. Most kindergarten classes have some sort of promotion activity. I'm not saying it has to be a full-fledged graduation, but most of them have some sort of promotion activity. So I saw that and I kept scrolling because in my mind, all I was thinking was, well, if you was an active part of your child's life, you would know. Wouldn't nobody have to tell you because you would already fucking know. That's how I was thinking about it. I ain't think no more of it. I kept on going. Well, apparently, there's a whole lot of people that don't have a lot of common sense because he proceeds, somebody posted underneath that caption, "So you ain't go to CJ graduation?" Now, they said it like they know his son and they calling him CJ, like they friends like that. His response was, "Didn't get an invitation and also didn't even know he was graduating today." That's messed up. Again, I kept scrolling because in my mind, I'm thinking, how you ain't know? Now, you not getting an invitation, we can have a conversation about that. But you not knowing? So apparently the trolls started trolling Queen Naja and talking about how horrible it was, and that's messed up, and you doing that to your baby daddy, y'all supposed to be co-parenting, and basically they was coming for her, right? Which I didn't understand because, like I said, in my mind, I was okay with the situation. Now, here's her response. Chris can't leave Houston. He has stated that plenty of times after I've asked him to come to Atlanta. Also, he just got done calling me a miserable hoe. We don't have an easygoing, cordial co-parent relationship, and I have tried. So why TF would I invite him knowing he can't attend? I was also dealing with a sick 2-year-old with a high fever. YTF. Would I be thinking of anything else? If we don't speak on the regular, I'm not thinking about calling nobody for a 20-minute kindergarten graduation. Y'all kill me, bruh. STFU. I'm getting tired of everybody. Queen Naja, girl, I'm with you. I'm with you. If the man can't leave Texas, why you even listen? I 100% understand if y'all don't have a good co-parenting relationship. But again, I feel as though you know your child in kindergarten. You know it's the end of the school year. And if you live, and I'm not even saying that it's not worth him flying to Atlanta for a 20-minute graduation program. I'm not even saying that. Maybe he wants to do that and he want to be there for his son, and it is worth it for him. But if you can't, now I don't know why he can't leave Houston. I don't know if he's on parole. I don't know if he got an ankle bracelet. I don't know if he just can't do it. I don't know what the problem is. But if he can't travel on the regular to see your child, why would you think he would make any special arrangement to come and see him now? Child, if it was at the school, he doesn't need an invite from her. If it was at an event she was hosting, she doesn't have to invite him. Well, if it was at the school, she might, especially during COVID. She might. I mean, he might. During COVID, he might. Because again, I mean, I just went through this, and I mean, granted, it was a high school graduation, so it was a whole different conversation. But we just went through this exact same thing where we could only give out 2 tickets, and we got cussed out. I don't even want to tell you how many times we got cussed out because we could only give out 2 tickets. And I was like, but it is all COVID. Like, it's COVID. Like, I'm sorry. We can only give out 2 tickets per person. So maybe she was limited in how many people she could invite. I don't know. But I just ain't mad at her. And the only reason why I even brought it up is because, like I said, because I kept scrolling. But when I saw that she felt like she had to come down here because people was really blowing her up about it, I was like, y'all are tripping. But anyway. What? Anyway, moving on. All right. So that was that. Right. If he, and again, that's her word for it. I don't know if he can leave the state or not, but that is her reasoning for not inviting him, is because she can't leave the state, child. Yep, my sister cussed out the teacher at her son's school about the tickets. Child, we got cussed out. Listen, we had to have a whole Zoom meeting for the parents. And the same parents that ain't showed up all year long about anything else showed up to cuss us out about the fact that they only was getting 2 tickets for their child's graduation. And I'm thinking to myself, we've been meeting since August of last year about graduation. And this is the first time this is the first time I've seen 80% of y'all. So y'all got time to cuss us out about how many tickets y'all getting, but y'all ain't got time to come and talk about nothing else. Okay. Duly noted. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if it's can't leave or won't leave, child. My nephew just graduated from high school, and each student only had 5 family members to attend their graduation. Shit, 5 is a lot. We had 2. 5 is a lot. Child. Anyway, real quick, all right, let's talk about this Chasing LA. I don't know how many of y'all watch Chasing LA, but if you don't, Chasing LA is a web-based show over on the Chasing Reality YouTube channel. Check it out. They built a whole network over there. You guys check it out. So we have Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Dallas, and now we have Chasing LA. So this episode of Chasing LA, I'm not going to sit here and recap the whole situation, but I have concerns. I have comments. I have questions. I have criticisms. So at the beginning of this episode, we had a whole fight, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We had a fight. Jayla, who was a trans woman, threw a drink in Andre's face. As a result of her throwing the drink in his face, a fight ensued. Now, if the fight had stayed between Jayla and Andre, I wouldn't care. I just wouldn't, because I feel like you throw a drink in somebody's face and you just need to be ready for the repercussions that come behind it. I don't care, man, woman, child. That's all I'm saying about that. So I ain't even mad that Andre decided that he was going to retaliate and put his hands on Jayla. Is it a good look? No, it's not a good look. But I ain't mad at him because she straight up threw a drink in his face for no damn reason. Okay? Because let's be clear, you were wrong too. I mean, Andre is extra and over the top, but you really were wrong. You were drunk and you were inserting yourself in a conversation that didn't have nothing to do with you while they were trying to resolve a situation. And here you come wanting to ask what color is the rainbow. Shit, I don't know. But all he was asking you to do was to please wait to ask your question until after they had finished doing what they was doing in that exact moment. And you proceeded to get upset. Andre proceeded to do what Andre does, but just to get extra and be over the top. And as a result, she threw the drink in Andre's face. Now, here's my problem. Who the fuck was the guy in the black outfit with the mask on that ran from out of nowhere? He ain't even a cast member. Is he a cameraman? Is he on the staff? Was he serving cocktails? Who was this man that came out of nowhere to involve himself in a one-on-one situation? 2, Fran, what made you think, excuse me, that it was okay for you to pick up a chair like you was going to throw the chair at Jayla? I was confused by that whole scenario. And then I felt like, just like with everything else with this show, I felt like it wasn't addressed appropriately. Because at some point, that should have been addressed. And we just went right on down to the next thing. Now, again, maybe it's going to be addressed in the next week's episode or the week after that. From my understanding, we're only going to get like 1 or 2 more episodes. And then I think they are going to do a reunion, or they did do a reunion. I'm trying to understand why that wasn't addressed. Fran should have been sent the hell home. Andre, whoever that person was in the black that ran their butt from outside, from behind, wherever they were, should have been sent the hell home. And it should have been addressed. At the very least, I need to know who these people are. Hey, Leah, what's up, boo? Fran didn't look like they could bust a grape in a fruit fight before that damn ass gets punctured. But the point is, why was he even in it? I'm sorry, why were they even in it? It had nothing to do with them. Andre should have put his hands on that woman. He should have called his girl's cousins, friends, because now she's spinning it as an attack. Well, it was an attack. When them other 2 people jumped in it, it became an attack. It was. Now, when it was just a one-on-one fight, it was just a one-on-one fight. But when those other people rolled out and jumped in it, oh, it is an attack at that point. She did get jumped. She did. But she didn't get jumped. It wasn't a hate crime because she was a trans woman. That's not the case. Let's be clear about that. That's not why she got jumped. But she did get jumped. Child. Abby said she think he was part of production. It was a whole lot. Fran just wasn't. It was unnecessary all the way through with Fran. Unnecessary. The whole thing. Unnecessary. But what, Xavier? Yeah, that whole thing bothered my spirit because I was like, But she's going to spin it like that. Oh, well, she already did. Remember, she went live afterwards and was like, I just got jumped by 3 men. And she didn't say it wasn't a hate attack. But, of course, that's going to be the assumption. And can we once again give the MVP to Hershey LaCour, who went up to her and was like, girl, you want me to get your wig? I said, you know what? I think everybody was drunk and Andre forgot she was trans. He probably blacked out. The other people wanted a moment. Well, again, I don't think in that scenario for me, in that scenario, it didn't matter that she was trans. You threw a drink in that man's face. I'm not saying that he should have hit her or put his hands on her. All I'm saying is that I understand that being the response. My mama told me as a woman, you don't step into a man unless you're ready for it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She threw that drink in his face. He had every right to respond. Now, again, I ain't saying he's right or wrong. I'm not saying I would have handled it the way he handled it. I'm not getting into none of that. But to me, this isn't about her being trans or not. This is about, because let's be clear. If I threw that drink in his face and he responded, again, it's not good for optics. It's not good for optics. But I hit him first. That's an assault. I came at him first. I just want to know what that other person and what Fran was doing, picking up the chair, like they was going to hit her with a chair, and this other person, and why didn't nobody stop him? That other person, like they came, that was just crazy to me. Jeremy's look when Jeremy popped off, child. Now Jeremy, that was the other thing. I mean, by the middle of the episode, we had the whole story, but at the beginning, we didn't know what was going on. Why, Jeremy, why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? But I mean, then once we got the whole story, it made sense. But we had to wait till the next scene to understand what was going on in the first scene. No, it's not a good look. I agree with you, Xavier. It's definitely not a good look. My father told me under no circumstances should I ever hit a woman. I agree. But all I'm saying is you can't hit somebody or come for somebody. And if they come back at you, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it again. I ain't saying I agree with what Andre did. And no, it was definitely not a good look. But she came for him first. Hey, what's up, Peaches? She came for him first. Yeah, listen. And El Teddy brought this up. I don't know if he's still in the bushes or not. El Teddy brought this up, I think, when we were interviewing Hershey LaCour. If I have to keep looking at these cameramen, they might as well make them part of the cast. Because I swear I done seen the cameramen more than I done seen half the cast. But Quan was already gone, so none of what Jeremy was mad about was going to happen. True. Real question. With trans people, what are the gender rules to fighting? Well, and this is my opinion. The rules, to me, the rules are the same. If you are a woman, you are a woman. If you identify as a woman, you identify as a woman. If you identify as a man, you identify as a man. But to me, it's probably not going to be good optics, because like what Xavier is saying, people can easily flip it around and turn it into a hate crime and turn it into, oh, they attacked me because I'm a trans woman or whatever. When in this case, that's not what it was. It wasn't about her being trans. It was about her throwing that damn drink in his face. But let's be clear, it's not good optics for a man to put his hands on a woman under any circumstances. It's not good optics. So that's just like on G Status when Hakeem fought Delicious, who is trans, after she kept calling him, and they were mad at Hakeem. Yeah. I think everybody should keep their hands to themselves. I agree with that. He should have just thrown a drink on her back. Yeah, that he could have done that. It's true, but what if he can't walk away in peace? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying that I agree or I support what Andre did. All I'm saying is she threw that drink on him and he responded. I just didn't understand why those other two people felt like it was necessary for them to jump in. That's the part that is getting lost on me. What's up, Jason? You can restrain a woman, but don't hit her. Fisticuffs are for anyone who brings that noise. Well, so a trans woman fighting a born bio woman. What? I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, are you asking me are there rules to it? There are no rules. There are no rules to it. I mean, if they fighting, they fight. No, I mean, and again, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for me. If you can swing, you can catch these hands. It's equal opportunity. Well, what's up, big and sexy? Yeah, you're a little late. We're about to get off here in a few minutes, but it's all good. I'm glad you came through. Yeah, and again, Zara, again, everybody is going to have their own mindset on it. I can't speak for everybody. I certainly can't speak for the LGBTQ community, and I certainly can't speak for trans women or trans men. But I also feel like, just like in any other fight, if you throw the first punch or you come at me first, people have a right to defend themselves. Now, to the extent in which you do that, like somebody said, he could have just thrown a drink back. Somebody else said I read somebody else said you could just restrain her but not hit her. Somebody else, you could have just walked away. Like, everybody got a different way of responding. I can't say yours is right or yours is wrong. No, I'm about to do that right now, C Golden. But nobody should be fighting. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a trans woman and you get into an altercation with a natural born woman, that natural born woman is supposed to do what? If you hit them, are they not supposed to respond? Are they not supposed to defend themselves? Like, what are they supposed to do? Or vice versa. What is, hands up for everyone. We neutralize threats. Bear spray is my 2021. Child. So yeah, that was the biggest thing. I was here for that moment at the end. I loved it. I appreciated that moment that Jeremy created for Hershey Liqueur. I was here for Todrick Hall. I thought it was a great moment, and it was definitely a great way to end the episode. It was definitely a great way to end that episode, child. But from my understanding, I think we're only getting like 1 or 2 more episodes, and I believe that they did film a reunion, or they're getting ready to film the reunion. So I don't know. They might not have filmed it yet because I don't know. I haven't heard any leaks about the reunion yet. That doesn't mean that they haven't filmed it. But normally we get some tidbits from people who tell us things, and I ain't heard nothing yet. But that doesn't mean anything. That just might mean ain't nobody talking, So let's talk about Ready to Love real quick. And I haven't done my review yet, so I don't want to say too much because I'm going to do my review when I get off of here, and I don't want to necessarily repeat everything I'm getting ready to say. But let me just say this real quick about Ready to Love. This episode of Ready to Love was 120% produced. That is it, and that is all. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I feel like if a born man, trans woman starts a fight with a born woman, that's a major problem. But I understand that that's not the convo right now. Zara, I understand what you're saying, though. I mean, I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. I understand what you're saying. And there are people who would agree with that. All I'm saying is, I just feel like I'm one of those people that just feels, I do not feel like a man should beat a woman. No. And I do feel like a man should find an alternative solution before resulting in violence. Right. But I also feel like as a woman, we can't be running around here putting our hands on people and not expect to get hit back because we're a woman. We can't stand behind, oh, but I'm a woman. So, but it is a conversation to be had. And it's definitely a conversation to be had. I know, I'm gonna say this and then I am gonna move on. I know on last season of Chasing Atlanta, that was a conversation that I know that was something that Oliver has said. You know, that was one of the things he had to think about with when that fight went down with Kendra. And he was like, I just didn't. He said part of it was me not wanting the optics of me fighting a trans woman. Even though Kendra is a trans woman, he didn't even want those optics out there of him fighting a woman. So it is a conversation. And I don't have the whole answer. I can only tell you my perspective on it. But it is a conversation. And it is something to think about. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something to think about. So, yeah. But Jayla was wrong, in my opinion. But Fran, I mean, when I say wrong, I mean wrong for starting it. But Fran and whoever that other person was, I got a problem with them. All day long, I got a problem with them. I'm 5'9", so we go to numbers. Some of these ladies in my fighting weight class nowadays. I'm not doing this with you, Jason. So, this whole episode of Ready to Love was 100% produced. And what I mean by that is this. There is no world where it makes sense for me to bring my ex to meet the man that I am currently dating. And then the part that lets you know that it was even super produced is the fact that those men did not know what they were walking into. The week before, when the ladies were meeting with the friends, they knew what they were doing. They knew that they were going to meet some of these people's friends. They knew what was happening. These men walked in blind. They just showed up for a date with the person that they were dating, and they saw them sitting there with another man. So they already walk in like, what the hell is going on here? Then on top of that, they find out that this person is the ex of the person they trying to date, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, ex whatever. And now you're being forced into a conversation. That's a whole produced moment. That's a whole produced moment. And what if I say to the producers, I don't have an ex that I'm comfortable with having this conversation? Then what are you going to do? I got to make one up. I got to call somebody anyway. Somebody that I don't even like. Somebody that I don't mess with. Somebody I don't fool with. Like, that whole moment was produced. And this is how you know it was even more produced. Did y'all not see that whole moment at the spa at Kyra's salon where they had the whole spa day? And she brought in a bartender that just happened to be mixing all those drinks with the Seagram's coolers. Did y'all not see that whole product placement of that whole scene? And then what was the commercial before and after that scene? Was the commercial what? All them black women drinking them Seagram's coolers, having their little spa day, girl. I said, if this don't get any more obvious that this whole episode was produced for, and again, I get it. You're making a TV show. I'm not mad about it. I'm not even mad about it. But all I'm saying is, what do we want from these men? I don't think it was a fair assessment because these men are walking in cold. And you walk in and you think you're going on a date with the woman you're trying to get to know. And you walk in and it's a whole dude sitting at the table. And then when you get introduced, it's like, oh yeah, this is my ex-husband. Oh, this is my ex-boyfriend. What are you doing here? I said, y'all was playing with me this episode, child. Jason said, I ghost people in person. I'm not doing this with you. I saw Liz didn't even drink her first drink, but was being served the second one. Right, like, y'all, come on. When I saw them damn coolers in a can, I said, oh, this is a commercial. And again, I ain't mad about it. It happens all the time. We watch shows all the time that have product placement. I ain't even mad about it. But I was just like, it was so obvious what we were doing here. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. Lord, what did Xavier say? Oh, Lord. Let me scroll up because I can't even see it on the screen. What Xavier say, y'all? Oh, he said, not the bear spray Jesus. He must have said something else. Maybe not. Maybe not. I might have missed what you said, Xavier. Ron equals trash. David equals trash. Joel equals trash. Adjacent. AJ. F-boy trash. What I also didn't like, well, I ain't going to say that part. Well, I guess I can say that part. What I also didn't like was we got to the end and we didn't get no elimination. What? Really? Oh, the love and hip hop with the fashion up, child. I wish the fleas leopard print bell bottom pants weren't produced for our. Who are you talking about? Why these women get the friends and the men get the exes? The men get the leg up to reject the women. I just felt like it should have been equal. If you're gonna have the friends on one side, you should have just had the friends on the other. I don't understand the thought process of bringing an ex on one. I just thought that this doesn't make sense to me. They're ex for a reason, and so now you are trusting the ex to say something and be fair. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm not saying that a person will purposely sabotage the situation, but at the end of the day, I'm sitting here like, you were anticipating, like, I don't know. I just don't know how much I trust the opinion of the person you're no longer with. Not bitch assness still in style, child. Oh, Lord, Xavier. Chris was the only guy on the show that is actually on the show for love. Interesting. I think some of them think they wanted love. Oh, Alexis. Oh, child. We're not even going to talk about it. Renisha's ex. Exactly, quintessential. That's what I was saying. I was like, they were absolutely were producing a moment. Unless they here to tell me you an abuser or something like that, meaning your ex serves them. Right. I don't like, I mean, and I'm cool with most of my exes, but I still don't feel like I would introduce my ex to somebody I'm currently dating. I just don't understand. For what purpose? David is an abuser. Ooh. I thought my boo David was there for love, but he turned out to be petty. Listen, it seems like David is all in his feelings because, so all of this is because Liz kissed Jason. Boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere. Renisha should have left with the ex. Joel embarrassed us with that 70s. Well, Joel made me mad last week when he was ready to just throw Renisha out because he was in his feelings. That just was, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. And then that whole argument that David had at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the episode with Liz, where he wouldn't even let her talk, I was like, dang, like she was trying. But see, I know what that was. He thought she was there to tell him he wasn't ready for love. And I guess he didn't want to hear it. So he was going to overtalk her. I bet you that's what it was. I bet you that's what it was. Because he's going to overtalk her, honey. All of my exes are in the sea of forgetfulness. I know that's right. Ciao. Well, let me get ready to get out of here, you guys. Thank you so much. We've been here for almost 2 hours, hunty. And we have been make sure you check out your Avon. Lil Baby has been dropping the link. I appreciate it much. Listen, I know Quintessential has said, girl, it's time for me to re-up. Quintessential is one of my regular customers, and I absolutely appreciate it. Oh, I did have some. Well, we can talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about Monique tomorrow and what she had to say about wearing the bonnets, because that's gonna be a whole conversation, and I got to get ready to get out of here. Gotta get ready to get out of here, honey. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow, child. But thank you. Quintessential says she gonna get all her foot items, honey. I know that's right, baby. Get them foot items. Y'all need to go on over there to Avon and get y'all feet right. Y'all know it's time for the summer and them sandals are coming out. Y'all see I just bought me some new sandals. Listen, we ain't always gotta go down. You get you some maintenance in between. You get the moisturizer on your feet. They got the whole pedicure kit. They got the foot soaks. They got all that good stuff, okay? They got the sunscreen with the skin so soft in it, so it'll block you from the sun and get rid of the mosquitoes at the same time. Listen, go on down to the Avon and check it out. They got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Also, the 40% sale at, what is it, Rosclats, ROSCLATS.com is still going on, and the 40% off sale is good until Monday. Hold on, let me put that in the chat. RAS, is it CLATS, Ebby? Is Ebby still in here? I think that's it. And if you put in discount code AUGGERNAUT, if you put in discount code Juggernaut, you will get 40% off. That sale is running until Monday, and they've been shipping out pretty quickly. So I know Ebby put in her order on Thursday, I think, Ebby, and her tracking says that she'll have her package by Thursday. So I ordered some as Father's Day gifts. They're the little bracelets. They're real nice. They have a real cute website. Y'all go check it out. Y'all go ahead and use that discount code. I ordered some stuff for Father's Day gifts. I ordered a couple of bracelets for myself as well. And I think I might head over there now with that's 40% off. It might give me 2 or 3 more, honey. Give me 2 or 3 more. But anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Everybody enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Please remember the reason for the season. Veterans Day is the day that you thank vets, but Memorial Day is the day to remember all those that we have lost in combat. That is what Memorial Day is all about. So anybody in here who has a service member who has died in the line of combat, I want to thank them for their service and send out that prayer. And for any of you who have family members, reach out to your family. That link doesn't work the link to that store doesn't work. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get the right link. Because I might be spelling it wrong. Yeah, I am. It's Rastaclat. RASTA. See? RASTA. Rastaclat. Sorry. That is the correct one. Yeah. So please, if you can celebrate, I know it's been a lot. For those who can celebrate, please go and celebrate. I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot for the holiday weekend, so I might see y'all again tomorrow. But with that being said, y'all check out Rastaclat. Y'all check out Avon.com. Thank you so much for the Cash App that I got earlier. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I'll talk to y'all later.